Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Part 55. In the previous video we finished up all our stuff with Kin, Yukari, and Junpei for the time being, and we unlocked a little thing focused on Mitsuru. Let's jump right in.
I keep telling you not to do it. They're a real pain, you know? Cripes, you never shut up, do you? Just shut up, you little shit. Shut up before I cut you down right now. I thought you called me because you needed me. You're the one who's getting impatient. Well, I'm going for a walk. That son of a bitch, I really am gonna kill him sooner or later. Hey, switch with me.
Sounds, no voices, two voices responding to each other, conversation. I feel two presences nearby. My senses slowly return as I rise out of unconsciousness. Before I can register the individual words being said, the conversation ends. I feel one of the presences in the room moving away.
Looks like you're awake.
I furrow my brow. The person standing before me has a different presence than either of the two that I had sensed. A red-haired young man in a Yasugami High uniform? Did a child like him capture us?
What have you done with the others? Let them go, at once.
So those are your first words after regaining consciousness. I don't think you understand your situation.
I understand that I've been captured by some boorish people at the very least.
Fucking got him. We were ambushed in Inaba Pass, caught completely off guard. The limousine was sent over the edge with us inside, and now I find myself here. My arms and legs are bound. Someone has a taste in binding me like this. I recall a particularly loathsome memory from the past. This cross must be the cause of this immense sensation of fatigue that I'm feeling in my entire body. I don't seem able to summon my persona, but...
Who are you? Is this all you're doing?
That was a pointless question. Even if it is, what are you going to do about it? Jump down off that cross and kill me?
I mean, maybe one of those things, eventually. I look around at my surroundings. This place, the place where my companions have been captured and crucified in the past. Past where my beloved father met his unfortunate end. Top of the moon viewing tower in this cross, only one name comes to mind.
Shuji Ikutsuki. Is this revenge for him?
Revenge. A pointless word. What do you think of the previous performance? It must have seemed like something from Ikutsuki's own mind.
Performance?
When we pursued Labras and entered the TV world last time, a mastermind robbed Labras of her freedom and spoke of his own evil scheme. That's right, his speech did resemble Ikutsuki's own mannerisms. How was we narrowed our search for the culprit down to those related to Ergo research, and how were we able to gather more information?
Don't worry. He's dead. Not just dead, but killed. You must understand. You're a Kirijo.
Are you trying to say that we killed him? But he was...
I hear something dripping right next to me. Crimson eyes shine coldly behind a golden mask. White and black liquids swirl around its head. Is this a persona? Suddenly, it slams the hilt of its sword into my abdomen. The blow sends my mind reeling, but I barely manage to retain consciousness.
Ikutsuki doesn't matter. You're nothing but bait after all.
What?
I've shown them how you've been captured. How touching. Your comrades are gathering one after another.
What are you after? What do you intend to do to my comrades?
Even your calm, collected facade cracks when your little friends are involved. Don't worry. You'll all die together eventually. Not just you, but all life itself. I will destroy this world. Everything will die, and this place will be reborn into a new world. His world. Where only one life remains.
Yo, get some new material.
His world? Preposterous. I don't know how you intend to bring this about, but I won't let you create a world like that.
I don't need your understanding. All I will do is grant a boy his wish.
Boy.
That's right. Doesn't it ring a bell, Kirijo? Your desires created that boy and gave birth to me.
What?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Minazuki. Sho Minazuki. I am the embodiment of your sins. Just take your time and wait.
Sho Minazuki. That name was in the report I received from Kikuno. That's right, it was the name I saw in Shuji Akutsuki's experiment data. If I recall correctly, that experiment was... A number of pieces of this puzzle fall into place for me.
Wait!
I raise my voice as loud as I can to the boy, who has his back turned to me. Suddenly I'm struck with the sensation of something being drained from my body and my vision blurs. I desperately try and cling to consciousness. I must escape this place and stop his plan. I won't let him destroy this world, no matter what. Feels like it's been a while since I left Yukari-san and Ken-kun at Junes. While wandering the fog-shrouded town of Inaba, I used this time to carefully review the data on my memory card Kakino-san gave me. All these documents deal with ergo research, even my calculation abilities. I won't be able to unlock the protection on that final file in an appreciable period of time. So with a slight feeling of disappointment that I finally reached the entrance of Yasugami High, I stand petrified before it. The eccentric decorations in this distorted school building look familiar, but the gigantic tower looming overhead exudes intimidation much more than when I saw it from the helicopter. I look back down the path I came from and see the town spread around the hilltop I find myself on. The town of Inaba is then twisted into a mind-numbing maze, sunken into the murk of the stagnant red waters of the fog.
There's nobody around. I hope everyone's okay.
Man, you got away with words, Labrys. Before I can become absorbed by emotions, my radar detects someone approaching.
I found you.
I hear a familiar voice and see a figure coming up the hill. That's...
Yukon? Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Yeah, I was waiting for you. I knew you'd be coming here.
Yo, you sound a little evil there, buddy.
Huh?
Something's not right. Yukun's missing something. I don't feel any kind of warmth from him. There's none of the kind consideration he has towards his friends. At the same time, an internal sensor begins to alert me of the presence of an approaching enemy, and a message transmits itself furiously into my senses. Eliminate the target shadow.
You ain't Yukon. You're a shadow.
Not bad, anti-shadow suppression weapon. Then again, I never intended to deceive you by taking this form.
Showing up looking like Yukon. What's your game, buddy?
I came to warn you. Where you are is not where you should be.
What are you saying?
Don't get so worked up. Don't you know it, deep down? You know that you're nothing but trouble to them. If you'd never shown up, this town would have been peaceful. They don't think of you as a friend. You're just a nuisance that brought them discord.
Well, but they all accepted me for who I am.
No matter what excuse you give, you're still just a weapon. A tool can never befriend a human, and you will never be accepted by them either.
That ain't true. That can't be.
I desperately tried to deny it, but my words fail me. I'm a machine, and I was created as a weapon. Nothing but a tool to destroy shadows. No way something like me could befriend people. My heart begins to crumble. I came this far, but...
What about you, Labrys? What'll you do?
I hope Mitsuru-san and the others are okay. Could you please go right to that tower? We'll head over there too as soon as we can.
As my heart is about to crumble, familiar voices echo my mind. That's right, I came here with the trust of my comrades. That's why I won't falter anymore.
I am a weapon. My body is mechanical and my heart was given to me. No matter what I wish I was, I can never be human.
Oh?
But Yukon and them, Mitsuru-san and Yukari-san, and even Ken-kun all think of me as someone precious. I'm the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. I'm Labrys, a member of the Shadow Operatives.
I see. Since you had just awakened to your persona, I thought you could be shaken up again. But circumstances have changed. I'll have to change you by force. Now bring on the ring!
With that, the fake Yukun draws his sword. At the same time, 4 red pillars fall from the sky and land around us. I'm trapped. This will have invisible walls, just like that other time. Closed off space won't open until one of us is defeated. In other words,
You really want to do this, huh? Sorry, but I ain't about to hold back.
Don't underestimate me. I may be artificial, but I'm a complete copy. Based on everything there is to know about the real person, I'll prove it to you. Persona!
No way. They can't be.
Now, show the true power of an anti-shadow weapon!
see, now instead of Labrys being the filler fight, she gets to engage in filler fights. That's character progress right there.
Final.
You did like no damage during all that? Just don't hit the X button as Labrys and you're fine. Remember, don't hit the, it's too fucking slow. Just don't hit the X button.
A good fight. That was sufficient. My objective has been accomplished.
Even though I fought fiercely, my body performed smoothly thanks to my recent maintenance. The fake Yukun had fallen to the ground, or the fake Yukun, at my final strike, and its form begins to bubble into a black ooze and fall apart.
It really was a shadow.
Yeah, just like a villain from Power Rangers or something. The melting Yukun suddenly spits out balls of golden light. Those orbs pass through the school gate and fly up towards the top of the tower, looming over the school building. Sounds of our battle echo away and silence envelops the area again.
Labrys-san! Ken-kun! Koromaru-san!
I'm overcome with surprise as Kin-kun makes his way to me. Koromaru-san had been at Kin-kun's side, but he dashes over
I'm
to me.
so glad you're safe. Is something wrong?
Kin-kun has a worried expression. Even though the fake Yukun had been a shadow, the harsh words coming from what appeared to be Yukun's face have still left me agitated, but
I'm okay.
I won't be deceived any longer. We have to save the others and solve this case as soon as we can. Kin-kun seems to notice my resolve and nods
If
to me.
anything comes up, please feel free to talk to me about it. That is, if you're okay with sharing it with me.
I thank Kin-kun and then suggest that we compare whatever information we've gathered up to now. The enemy seems to be using fakes made from shadows to challenge us to fights. Kin-kun reports that he encountered a copy of himself, but he was saved by Kanji-kun and Naoto-kun in the nick of time. Thank goodness, Yukun and his friends have noticed the strange situation that is befalling this town. I decided to tell Kin-kun about what had happened a moment ago, including my own unease as well.
I see. That must have been tough. Yeah, I got to wondering what I would do if the real Yukun thought the same way. And that got me all scared. It's difficult to truly believe in other people. Ken-kun? It would be easy for me to say that he'd never think that way about you. But people are weak. They can't help but believe in things that make life easier for them.
Yo, Ken, you're being fucking weird right now, man.
That's only deceiving yourself, though. You need to have resolve if you want to learn the truth. even if that means getting hurt yourself. Resolve. If you're worried about the truth, then I believe you should go to him directly and find out how he feels. Otherwise, you'll never be true friends. Cancun. Oh, I'm sorry for being so impolite. It's easy to tell others to learn unpleasant truths, but it's more like I'm trying to convince myself.
Poor Mara-san stares up at me. I feel that he's telling me what Kin-kun's saying is right. I should find out for myself. If Yukun and his friends are headed here as well, I'll see them eventually. I should use that time to...
I see. A relationship between two people cannot be formed until they speak their minds to one another. Doing so requires this resolve.
Who's there?
We stand ready at the sudden voice. A silver-haired man wearing dark blue clothing steps from the shadows of the school gate. Where did he come from? My radar didn't detect him at all. Oh, please, I need cola. I can't go home until I acquire the cola. Wait, I'm still not detecting him.
Who are you?
Ah, how truly rude of me. My name is Theodore. I didn't intend to eavesdrop on you, but as I wandered in search of cola, I found myself here.
That blue costume. Are you connected to Elizabeth?
Such a vibrant shade of blue. His distinctive clothing looks familiar. Elizabeth, the girl who I met during the previous case, who also helped me remember a number of things. She appeared in my dream earlier today too, and said some deeply meaningful things before disappearing. The man standing before me has an air similar to hers.
My, so you know of my sister.
Labra-san, is this person an enemy? Probably not. Elizabeth helped me realize a ton of stuff, but... well, she came on a little strong sometimes.
Oh? Was she rude to you? She once forced me to eat a large quantity of cinnamon, and I thought my mouth was going to be desiccated forever.
Cinnamon?
Please, don't worry about it. It is merely a bittersweet page from our youths.
I see. Oh, right. My name's Labris. This is Ken-kun and Koromaru-san. They're my... well... it's nice to meet you, Theodore. We're Labris-san's comrades. Comrades.
Thank you for the polite introductions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Comrades. I was embarrassed, but the way Kin-kun said it without any hesitation warms my heart. I do have many comrades right now who are with me. The way they interact with me naturally makes me think that perhaps I'm the only one who minds what I am. I feel like such a fool for being so anxious. I can't help but smile.
By the way, on a different subject, has anyone seen my sister Elizabeth anywhere?
Oh, don't you mean our sister, comrade?
Elizabeth? Nah. The last time I saw her was in a dream. I haven't seen her around here.
Is that so? There's something I was meaning to ask her if I managed to find her. I saw traces of cinnamon along the road here, so I thought that she might have come this way.
What? Elizabeth is here? Elizabeth, I mean, I think the bigger question is, why does Elizabeth carry cinnamon around? That's news to me. She said in her dream that she was searching for power. Aha, the cinnamon. If she happened to come across this town while it's in such a special situation, wouldn't it make sense that she would come to this tower?
Ah, please forgive me. It seems I've detained you for too long. Please, do not be alarmed. I have no intention of getting in your way.
Unless you were to have some cola, and then I would have to, you know, eliminate you, of course.
Oh, that's right. We need to hurry. Labra-san, shall we get going? Huh? But don't we have to wait for Yukari-san?
Nah, she's fine.
Do you remember what that General Teddy said when he showed up on the monitor? Oh, if we don't fight and win the P1 climax within an hour, the world will end. Yes, that's why I think it's important we rescue Mitsuru-san and the others as quickly as possible. Yukari-san will be fine. Junpei-san's strong too, after all.
Kin-kun seems sure that Yukari-san and Junpei-san will be alright. Is this what it means to believe in others?
Alright, let's go. See you, Theodore.
Please, take care. Still, where am I to obtain this cola?
Theodore walks away, mumbling to himself, and the three of us head into the school building. When we enter the school building, we find that the red fog has filled the halls as well, ruining our visibility. Hallways seem to go on forever, and the classrooms lining both sides are distorted. Though this is similar to the way this building had been in the TV world, red fog increases the creepiness tenfold. Okay, I need to pause for a second. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I had to turn the air off because it had gotten a little, as the kids say, too fucking cold. The fog even mutes our footsteps as we proceed. As we walk along, Koromaru-san growls.
Koromaru-san? It would seem there's someone inside this classroom.
The door reading music room is slightly ajar, and the fog is pouring through the crack. I put my hand on the door. Ken-kun and I silently nod to one another. I throw open the door, and Ken-kun and Koromaru-san rush inside, and I follow them. In the center of the music room is a cross, just like the ones we saw on the monitor in the helicopter. The person tied to it is Akihiko-san.
Sanada-san, we'll get you down at once!
Who? Ken?
Ken-kun rushes over to the cross and unbinds Akihiko-san. Akihiko-san is quite weak and he stumbles once he is released from the ropes. Ken-kun and I hold him up on our shoulders. Nobody hear the freaking gun click?
Ken, Labras, and Koromaru too?
Was that not ominous to anybody else?
Sorry to barge in on you. I couldn't wait to hear your stories, so I came here.
I'm glad you're so impatient. Sorry about this.
I'm glad you're safe now. Where are the others?
How do I fucking know? I was on a damn cross, kid.
Ah, am I late again? Sorry, guys, my bad.
I turn around in surprise at a sudden voice from behind us. A man wearing a backwards baseball cap is standing at the music room's door.
Oh, hey, Ken and Koromaru. And, are you Labras?
Junpei-san, it's been a long time. I'm glad you made it here. Did you run into Yukari-san along the way?
Junpei-san, beginning personal scan. Identified Junpei Iori. As I thought, he is another of Mitsuru-san's comrades from high school. He is currently listed as a member of the auxiliary staff of the Shadow Operatives.
Glad? You're glad about stealing the limelight from me?
Ken-kun's expression changes and he quietly moves his spear into a combat position. Scanning. Subject confirmed as a shadow.
You're on to me already, huh?
Oh god, now he looks like he's 45 years old.
Gonna try to hide it anyway.
I've never faced Junpei-san before.
Ken-kun laughs to himself and takes a step forward. Koromaru-san stands close by him. Seeing the two of them so ready for battle makes me blurt out my doubts.
Hey, Ken-kun, are you okay with fighting somebody who looks just like one of your buddies? I mean, aren't you afraid? Like, what if that's the real one?
And then he laughs and says it'll be even better then. Ken-kun smiles at me. He then explains himself in a tone of voice that makes me feel silly for doubting him.
That's a silly question, Labras-san. Even if it did turn out to be the real Junpei-san, if I'm truly being challenged, then I can never back down. Truly challenged? Yes. When it comes down to it, I will stand up and fight for anything I truly believe in. Even if I must do so against my own companions.
Ken, that sounds like an easy way to get yourself fucking radicalized.
Looks like you're finally learning to talk like that, Ken.
Akihiko-san!
Labras, let me tell you something. Even if the enemy you face is someone you once counted as a friend, in a battle for your beliefs, the bonds formed between true comrades will never break.
Are you trying to bore me to submission? Let's get this over with already. Bring on the rain!
The fake Junpei-san summons the red pillars. Akihiko-san is confused for a moment, but Ken-kun explains the rules to him.
Selfish rules as always. Now, normally I'd take him on, but let me take a quick break from the fighting for now.
Yes, please rest, Sanada-san. We can handle this.
Akihiko-san smiles happily and takes a step back. Ken-kun stands firmly in front of the shadows and takes a position. His resolve is so powerful that this young man looks strong, even to me. And I can't forget that I'm a shadow operative as well.
I can do it too.
Yeah, definitely not. We just used you, Labras. Okay, now maybe we won't get completely mind flooded by the double core Marus this time.
Final.
I still don't really know what you do, but
Here goes! We're dodging as you escape. No good. I see your pattern. What's this? Here I go. We're dodging. No good. No good.
yeah, hit him with the backflip.
You escape. Too bad. Go. I see your pattern. This is nothing. Too bad. Here goes. No use. Strike for the sun. Too bad.
Victory smiles upon us.
Cracks form in the red pillars as they crumble into dust, then vanish entirely. At the same time, the form of the fake Junpei-san melts into a black vortex. The proof that we have been fighting a fake makes me feel a little relieved.
Are you alright, Sonata-san?
I wish I could say I was, but I'm pretty exhausted. I won't be able to call on my persona for a while. I guess that cross drains the spiritual energy from whoever's stuck on it.
Koromaru's like, that doesn't make any damn sense. It's a fucking piece of wood. How does that work? Please explain. Koromaru's confused. Koromaru-san speaks up as if trying to get our attention. The remains of the shadows swirling about the center of the room release small balls of light that rise into the void above the room.
Weird. The same thing happened to the fake Yukun too.
It's flowing up. Does that mean it's being collected somehow? What in the world is that?
There's something else that I've noticed. Everyone in Inaba aside from us persona users has vanished. Doesn't that remind you of the Dark Hour and Tartarus?
That's ominous. If I remember right from last time we were here, the enemy was trying to turn personas into shadows and collect their power. And we know all too well what happens when shadows gather in Tartarus.
Sonata-san, immediately after we reached Inaba, we were attacked by someone who looked very similar to Ikutsuki.
Ikutsuki? That's impossible. We saw him.
Yes, though I don't know if it was really him. But one of the persona users from Inaba, Naoto-san, knew about Ikutsuki.
The detective, huh? So they're running around out there too.
Indeed. I wanted to find an explanation to this situation as soon as possible, so we shared what we knew with each other.
This is their town. No matter how much we might try to stop them, they have the right to protect this place. Mitsuru knows that at least, though it seems like she was trying to bear the entire burden herself again. And they're all incredibly skilled, too. If we can meet up with them, we'll be able to solve this case that much quicker. You made the right call, Ken.
Thank you.
Ikutsuki, huh? If he's really behind this, then we're at even more of a disadvantage.
Oh, he's like a joke. He's not even like a real person or whatever.
Sorry, Ken, but let me make sure I've got it all straight.
Now that Akihiko-san's recovered his senses somewhat, we both explained the sequence of events we've experienced up until this point.
So we fell right into the enemy's trap and got ourselves captured. How careless of us.
There's no time to waste here. Akihiko-san is far from his normal condition, but he appears to have recovered enough to be able to walk on his own. We leave the music room and decide to look for some stairs so we can head up. Since the remains of the fakes were all going upwards, we conclude that there must be something above us that they're all going to.
By the way, Sonata-san, how have Mitsuru-san and the others been? I haven't seen them in a while.
I hadn't seen her in a long time till I got back either. Don't worry, she hasn't changed at all. If anything, she seemed even more dreadful.
I see. I don't know if I should feel relieved or worried. What, does Mitsuru-san scare you two? She's always really nice to me.
Well, other than that time when you thought she was going to put you in the box.
You just don't know how frightening she can be. Try getting hit with that kick of hers. You won't eat normally for a week.
She's very intense. And that's coming from me. Now that I think about it, I can't believe she was just a high school student when we met. Huh. If that's the case, then I'll try asking her to start being nicer to you two. You can't.
Don't!
You don't have to get so flustered, you know?
No, if you let her know this, we'll never live life normally again. These two had been so calm and rational when confronted with the fake Junpei-san. Seeing them so distraught over the thought of this, I can't help but laugh. Akiko-san and Kin-kun smile with embarrassment. Korimaru-san walks on coolly as if this was no concern of his. It must be rather difficult to really express your true feelings. Arf arf, woof woof, growl. Saving Mitsuru? Yeah, I guess we're working on it. Oh god, no, not Akiko, man. I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think we should do this one. Yeah, sure. With Teddy as a guide, we climb the hill leading to the tower. I see what appears to be the front gates of a school, and there's a sign on a wall reading Yasagami High School. The building ahead of us looks like an ordinary school at first glance, but when I look up, there are a number of things wrong with it.
Ah! Is this really Sensei's school? It looks even weirder than it did before!
I mean, it didn't look that weird before.
Yikes, this is really bad. I haven't seen anything like this since 3 years ago.
Unless you mean like, you know, during like the character storylines. I guess it looked a little weird then, but I mean it looked mostly normal. Even from up close, it's strikingly similar to Tartarus. Nest of Death, where shadows roam free, and a tower of darkness built to summon death itself. But that's not all. Strange markings line the ground and walls all the way from the gates to the school building itself. Posters have been put up on the walls and even in the windows, oddly, matching the eeriness of the building.
There's a bunch of posters up. It kind of reminds me of a school festival. The Sister Complex Kingpin of Steel?
That's Sensei!
Oh.
Sensei is so strong, kind, and a reliable leader!
There's us. Who are we missing? Who haven't popped up from the Persona 4 crew? Like, we still haven't seen Yosuke and Yu? Those are the main ones?
And over here's Chie-chan. She trains
Hey, we haven't
a
seen
ton
Chie yet
every
either.
day, and she eats a ton too.
Eddie points out the different posters one after another and happily tells me about his friends. Seeing him like this, I got a sense of how much he values his friendship with these people. He must be a great bunch of people.
There's a poster of Mitsuru Senpai too? The imperious queen of executions.
What's wrong, Yuka-chan? What about Mid-chan?
Oh, it's nothing. I just remembered something that happened during our school trip.
Oh, an execution,
Oh, no.
huh? Well, I know what that's like.
You do?
Huh? Have you done that to someone before?
Nah, it was done to me. And I see Hammer to repay me for my innocent curiosity. Just remembering it gives me the chilly willies.
Oh, I can imagine that. Talking to you reminds me of someone I know. There's an idiot in our group, too.
Eddie's... okay, yeah, he's an idiot. I'm not even gonna pretend to defend.
Oh, lucky me! I found Yucatan!
Junpei?
Speak of the devil and he shall arise. I'm surprised to see the next face. Wait a second, I have to consider what happened with that copy of Mitsuru-senpai from earlier. He's wearing a baseball uniform for some reason. Could this be another fake? I put some distance between us and knock an arrow.
Hold it right there! I told Junpei to wait for me at the station. What are you doing here?
The real Junpei would never follow orders. Ah, shit, you're right.
Hey, wait a second! That's no way to greet your old friend! You're supposed to get emotional! Oh, wait. Are you another monster, Yukari?
You'll have to be more specific. Isn't that just the normal state for Yukari?
A monster? Me? Wait, so are you the real Junpei?
Ugh, he reeks of sweat. Seriously, can't you have some consideration for the people who have to smell you? He's real.
Huh?
Whoa, aren't you the guy who was on TV earlier? Why are you with Yucatan? Why? Because I'm Yuka-chan's knight in fuzzy armor, obviously. In other words, we share a pledge of eternal love. Eternal love? Yuka-chan, do you know this weirdo with a beardo? Whoever he is, I don't think he's a fake.
Yeah, I know him. You seem energetic as always, Junpei.
Oh, is that what's going on here? Wait, don't be ridiculous. I'm obviously the real me.
I can kind of tell too, the baseless confidence in himself, yeah, it's probably the real Junpei.
Well, I'm glad you're safe. And sorry, I told you to wait at the station. But then I heard that Mitsuru-senpai and the others are in danger.
So we just figured we'd ditch you. You're probably used to it by now, right, Junpei? Yeah.
Nah, it's cool. I was kind of wandering around too. But wait, they've been captured? Seriously?
Yeah, about that.
I'm a little relieved to be able to meet up with a familiar face. We trade some nostalgic banter while we share what we've learned about what's happening in Inaba. I had my doubts when I heard of how Junpei miraculously ended up in Inaba, even before the rest of us, but I guess that's just like him. He barely has a grasp of the situation, and he keeps going on about how some cute girl he met at Juness is. I don't want to hear about that stuff. At least I learned that the persona users of this town are acting on their own during this unusual phenomenon.
What? Junpei, you ran into Rise-chan and Yuki-chan? Were they all right? Yep, totally fine. Man, school chicks these days are really tough. By the way, who are you anyway? Aren't you that, what was it, General Teddy?
Junpei even talks like he's been out of high school for 15 years.
How dare you! It's outrageous that you treat me the same as that faker! I'm the one, the only, the adorable Teddy!
Like, I mean, he acts like he hasn't been out of school for like a year. You know, he's talking about, yeah, kids these days. I mean, granted, I'm kind of the same. If you're even like 1 year younger than me, you're a tiny baby child. And if you're like 1 year older than me, you're like the boomerest boomer the world's ever seen. Well, yeah, I don't intend to push too many questions on the poor guy, but Teddy's existence is something of a mystery. What I do know is that he's an Inaba persona user and he's not an enemy.
The General Teddy from the broadcast appears to be a copy of Teddy here. Teddy's a persona user from this town, and he's looking for his friends.
Huh? You can use a persona? I figured you were nothing but a walking costume.
Well, he can't use a persona. He can use a bear-sona, though.
Grr! How rude! I'm not just an empty suit. I have a persona, and I have something inside, too! Look!
Oh no. Inside? Teddy suddenly undoes his zipper. Huh, that's removable?
Hello, everyone!
That's great. That's great.
Whoa, white guy!
What? What's going on here? The sudden appearance of this young kid inside the suit is startling. Actually, even before that...
There really is something inside.
I worked hard to grow this body because I wanted to score with a girl. Nice to meet you, Junpei.
When you say it like that...
Oh, your Japanese is a little off, though. You make a costume, not grow it. Do you understand? Make, not grow.
Stop talking like an idiot, Junpei. But wow, I figured you were empty too.
I'm sorry, did I surprise you, Yuka-chan?
Ugh, this is starting to break my brain. I'm sorry to ask you this once you took it off, but can you just keep your costume on for now?
Damn, shut down. Teddy's boyish 12-year-old charm is just not enough.
Aw, but I just came out. Ooh, but this must mean that you like my bear skin better.
Yeah, there's a word for this type of people, Yukari.
Ta-da! Look, it's original flavor Teddy again. So don't hold back. Ladies and other ladies, start your snugglins!
Come on, guys, enough playing around. Let's go. We have to hurry and find the others.
Oh, why did the world end? Well, we were too busy just fucking goofing around outside the entrance to the tower, even though we knew we had a strict 1 hour time limit.
Huh? Oh, right.
Even though I guess you really don't actually have a 1 hour time limit, because in theory, if you just like sat around and did nothing, you'd never get the persona fragments, and then they couldn't, you know, do the bad thing in the first place. So really, like, the time limit's quite variable.
Go, go, go!
Just when we're about to go inside, Teddy suddenly stops and stands up straight. Could his keen nose really work when he's wearing that costume? Wait, if anything, that costume is his real nose, isn't it?
Huh? I'm already picking up on someone. The rest are shadows.
I don't like the idea of Teddy just being one large nose. Yeah, I'm not even gonna question his sneezing anymore either. Is this someone he mentions related to Mitsuru-senpai or Akihiko-senpai or the others? Teddy runs off, still sneezing. We take a side path to make a detour around the school building and see a gymnasium up ahead. The entrance door is covered by a poster of a boy labeled the Beefcake Emperor. That name, it's Kanji Tatsumi, isn't it?
This is Kanji. He loves manly battles and is really good at grabbing people and stabbing things.
Kanji's never stabbed anything in his life.
This
Well,
poster's giving me bad
I mean, maybe
vibes.
when he's
I don't
sewing.
want to charge in without a plan and run into this guy. Let's look for another way in, maybe.
Don't be stupid. Someone's here, right? Come on, we're going in.
I make Junpei open the door, despite his protesting. Based. The central area inside the gym is open, though chairs are stacked up high all around, reaching almost to the ceiling. A blonde, well-built young man is standing in the open space, clearly waiting for us. There's no mistaking him. This is Kanji Tatsumi, whose face is on the poster we just saw.
Finally, you showed up!
Hello, boys! I've been waiting forever and ever for you. Especially you, Slugger.
Just to be clear, you don't know this guy, right?
No! He's got no business calling me out like a designated hitter. Hey, Teddy! That's your friend, right? Why don't you sniff him and see if he's one of those fakes?
I don't have to! That's definitely a fake! If Kanji really liked you, he'd be stuttering and baking you treats instead of talking like that!
Oh, I've got a treat for you. It's in my fists. And I can't wait to show it to you. Bring on the ring!
I mean, you know, that sentence could have gone much worse. Hanji-kun hollers loudly and 4 pillars descend, surrounding us. Well, I knew this was coming. This is obviously a fake. In order to find that someone Teddy was talking about, we have to fight our way past
All right,
this.
you guys go in there and fight him. I'll cheer you on from over here.
Don't be a wuss. You're fighting too. Let's deal with this quickly.
You're not going to beat me down that easily. Here we go, damn it!
I mean, it's been the longest since we used Teddy. So, I guess Teddy. Okay, all I remember is that you have a bat. You go... What's up?
Bear passing through! It's coming! You want some? Bear passing through!
Oh god, did I mean to do that? I've been grabbed. God, I'm not meaning to do that. I don't like being on the right side. I keep thinking that, like, I'm trying to do the dash. Oh god. Okay. Teddy, you shouldn't have eaten the poisoned food.
Alright, you won this round!
So, just to be clear, I didn't even want to go in here, all right? So this is all on you guys.
As Junpei stumbles through whatever he's trying to say, The fake Kaiju-kun crumbles and loses its shape. The sparks of light that it spits out float up to the high ceiling and disappear from view.
Huh? I'm sensing that's someone through there! Junpei, hurry and open this!
Teddy points to a door on the other side of the room, and Junpei quickly rushes over to open it. Huh, Junpei and Teddy might actually make a good team.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I like how Junpei's being trained to open doors. He's being conditioned. When Junpei throws open the door, a wall of thick red fog pours out, clouding my vision. I hear Junpei coughing within the fog, but I can't see him. Teddy and I stick to the wall until the fog dissipates somewhat, then we take a peek inside the door.
Huh? This is Escapade.
A white spotlight shines across the dark, open space. The edge of the light illuminates a raised stage. It looks exactly like the dance floor of the club near Gekkoukan High. Could this really be Escapade?
Fuka!
I can't help but call it in shock. A large cross is raised on the center of the stage and Fuka is hanging from it, just like on that broadcast.
Seriously? Whoa!
Fuchan! I'll save you! I'm a-coming!
Teddy runs to the cross, a surprising turn of speed for somebody with such stubby little legs. We all work together to get Fuka down. Maybe that's supposed to be the sound of them like unbuckling the restraints. Even though it sounds like the gun cocking noise. We all work together to get Fuka down from the cross, but even though she hasn't appeared to be physically injured, she hasn't regained consciousness yet. Still, she's breathing normally and her pulse is steady. Thank goodness, it seems she's not in any danger of dying.
Fuchan, are you okay? Wake up! I'd better give you the breath of life!
That one's good. That one's very good.
Feather dropkick!
That's also very good.
Ah! Yuka-chan, I was just joking!
This isn't the time for jokes! Fuka, can you hear me? We've come to rescue you!
Ah, are you coming too?
Yukari-chan and Junpei-kun, did you rescue me?
Sorry, we're
No, that was
late,
all Teddy.
but you're gonna be okay now.
Hey, Fuka. It's been a while, huh? And now that we're here, there's nothing to worry about.
Grr! Who would do such a thing to Fuchan? I'll never forgive them!
Thank you too, Teddy. But have you seen Mitsuru-senpai? And...
She's really exhausted. You shouldn't try to move for a while. It doesn't look like the others are around here.
we have to rescue them. I couldn't do anything.
According to Fuka, they were captured immediately after they were attacked. Even with Fuka's search ability, she wasn't able to sense anything until right before it happened.
Alright, well, let's let Fuka rest here while we go on. We just have to rescue Akihiko-san and Mitsuru-senpai, right?
We can't leave Fuka alone here. What if another fake shows up like before?
Oh, right.
If we leave her here alone and another fake person shows up, her life would be in danger for sure. Still, we can't make her walk around with us when she's so exhausted.
Alrighty,
A
I'm volunteering
Very
to stay
back
behind.
ride. Oh, okay.
You will?
Leave it to me. I can use a persona, and I'm the best at escorting ladies.
Well, if you're that confident, maybe we should leave this to him. I'm counting on you, Sir Teddy. Be her knight.
Junpei pats Teddy on the back. Teddy smiles proudly and gives us a thumbs up, but he has no thumbs. These two are starting to act like they've been partners for years.
Teddy, are Yukun and the others here too?
Huh. From what Junpei told us, Rise-chan and Yuki-chan left Junes to look for Kanji and Nao-chan. But if they notice what's happened to the school, I'm sure they'll end up here.
I see. If Rise-chan's with them, then there's no need to worry. Yukari-chan, Junpei-kun, please go on ahead and save the others. I'll remain here with Teddy. I'll contact you all with my persona once I've recovered a little. Please, just give me a little time.
I raise an eyebrow, but Fuka smiles and tells us that she'll be okay. I read that Teddy fought through the entire case in Unova 2, so I guess they'll be alright. Yeah, Teddy's freaking like one of the best characters. He's got this. We leave Fuka in Teddy's care and leave the gym, finally making our way to the school building. That seems like a decent-ish place to call it. Next time, we will continue onward with our exploration of the school as we make our way to the top of the tower. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.